You said it's a game because it doesn't matter. Familiar with this? This is just a game because it doesn't matter. What I want you to get here is it's a game because it does matter. There's no game if it doesn't matter. When it becomes a game is when it matters. And the more it matters, the more of a game it becomes. And games reward flexibility. And you think your salvation is in some sort of rigidity. Otherwise, why in the world? See, you've just been so jealous of things that you've tried to be one. Things are supposed to take care of us while we're here. They're supposed to let us sit on them. They're supposed to let us write with them. They're supposed to let us type on them. They're supposed to let us wear them. They're supposed to let us eat them. They're supposed to let us travel in them. They're supposed to do all this stuff for us so that we don't have to be things. They're supposed to relieve us from having to be things because they're things so that we don't have to be. They're much more frozen and much more structure and much more stuck and much more rigid so that we don't have to be. And then we go, I just hate things because they're so structured. I'm going to be more structured than they are. So you say, this is what's really true. What's really true is that there's no table there. What a stupid game. To volunteer consistently to be substantially less than you are. Could you imagine what that would be like? What would you think of yourself if you volunteered consistently to be substantially less than you are? You do it all over the place all the time, and then you call it life. And then you find your loved ones and you get them to support you in it. It's astonishing. Even your loved ones that you love and get along with you have support you in this. There is no structure in you, kids. There's no structure in you. You have a system of what you would do and what you wouldn't do, what you do have and what you don't have. That's all made up. It's all relatively arbitrary. It's all in immense flux. And you attempt to, you're committed to it not being in any sort of flux at all. But it is. You're an ongoing field that shifts and changes and moves around, and 1 minute you won't give it back, and another minute you will give it back, and another minute you won't give it back, and another minute you will give it back, and another minute you have, and another minute you haven't, and who in the world knows? It's interesting, because I look at you now, and you guys look serious, bordering on sober. Generally, you're inebriated with your own thingness. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. What if you started living coming up with stuff? The stuff you have to come up with. The stuff that you're going to come up with. And you have to start this as a systematic practice in every aspect of your life. You just have to. There's no other way. You need to find out how to extract from your world rewards for you having attention. Get it? You need to be rewarded for having this evolutionary gift called attention. That's what you need to be rewarded for. Currently, you punish yourself for having attention. We need to shift it so that you get rewarded for having attention. You need to be rewarded for having attention. Attention is the human experiment. We're a planet aware of itself. That's attention. And what holds that space is human beings. The dogs don't hold it. The cats don't hold it. The fish don't hold it. The trees don't hold it. The rocks don't hold it. We hold it. And we don't know yet if it works. This is an experiment. And you need to reward yourself for having attention. The airlines aren't going to reward you for having attention. They're going to punish you for having attention. They're going to make the seats cramped. They're going to make them small. They're going to serve you things you shouldn't be eating, but not very much of them. They're going to punish you for having attention. Your family probably is not going to reward you for having attention. They're going to punish you for having attention. What if each moment you saw your sister like you've never seen her before? What if you observed her with wonder and curiosity every single moment? What if you were able to actually generate that? What if you didn't know who she was and got to watch who she is show up? What if you didn't know the sun was going to rise and you saw your first sunrise? Can you imagine how cool that mother would be? It'd be incredible. It'd be amazing. What would have to happen for you to see your first sunrise? To see your sister for the first time? You just couldn't play off of this whole bunch of assertions one more time. Hi, sis. See, not only would you not know who she is, but you don't know who you are. But you get ready and you get defended by knowing who you are and knowing who she is and knowing all this stuff so that you can go in protected and defended. I want your list of what you would do and what you wouldn't do. Regarding your basic assertion, regarding your stuck points in life, I want your list of what you would and wouldn't do to get thrown out, and I want you to be willing to do absolutely anything. Now we're in the other ER. Ethical relief. Got catatonics here. Quiet. We don't want to disturb them. You guys, we got given this world to play in, and you forgot that you can play. That's why we got this world to play in. As Werner pointed out to us a long time ago, the question is not will we survive, it's what if we do. That's a whole different question. Is your life worth living? I would like to explore for the next few days how we could have your life be much more worth living.